Amora, a young woman known for her honesty, is torn when she lies to protect her friend Zora's secret romance from Pastor Eli. Her lie causes a divide in the village, sparking judgment, guilt, and eventually forgiveness. Through the challenges, Pastor Eli softens his strict views, and the village begins to heal, united by love and understanding. A disgruntled villager, EBUBE, who never approved of Amora's choices, begins spreading rumors about her. He suggests that Amora's influence could lead others to justify dishonesty, even for selfish reasons. His words stir doubt, and some villagers begin questioning the lessons learned during the Festival of Forgiveness. Pastor Eli uncovers old scriptures in the church archives that speak of moral dilemmas and the value of intentions over rigid rules. Inspired, he begins incorporating these teachings into his sermons, much to the dismay of traditionalists like EBUBE. Tensions resurface as EBUBE rallies others against Pastor Eli, accusing him of abandoning their faith's core values. The village splits again, and Amora feels responsible for igniting the discord. She decides to seek wisdom from a distant monastery. Amora embarks on a treacherous journey to the monastery. Along the way, she encounters travelers who share their own tales of moral struggles. These stories reinforce her belief that truth and lies must be balanced with compassion and discernment. At the monastery, a wise monk tells Amora the story of two brothers, one who always told the truth, and one who lied to protect others. The monk reveals that both paths are flawed without love and humility. Amora begins to understand her own journey in a new light. Back in the village, Zara sends word that EBUBE's influence has grown, and Pastor Eli is struggling to maintain unity. Amora returns, determined to help reconcile the villagers before it's too late. Pastor Eli confides in Amora that he feels he has failed his community. Amora encourages him to lead with vulnerability and share his struggles openly, just as she has. This sparks an idea for a daring plan. A council of village elders is convened to address the growing unrest. Amora speaks passionately about the importance of unity and forgiveness, but EBUBE counters with accusations that Amora's lie was the root of their troubles. EBUBE reveals a secret he has uncovered: Amora once lied to protect herself as a child, not just others. The revelation shocks the village, and Amora feels her reputation crumbling. Amora tearfully recounts the story from her childhood, explaining that her lie was born of fear and survival. Pastor Eli supports her, urging the villagers to see her humanity and to focus on her growth instead of her mistakes. EBUBE's constant criticism begins to alienate even his supporters. It is revealed that he, too, has lied in the past for personal gain, exposing his hypocrisy. The village begins to turn against him. Zora's secret love, Jonah, proposes publicly, earning the village's blessing after months of hard work rebuilding homes. The joyous occasion briefly unites the community. Despite progress, Amora struggles with self-doubt. She questions whether her choices truly brought healing or if they sowed seeds of division. She seeks advice from Mama Kemi once more. Mama Kemi reveals her own story of a lie that saved a family from destruction. She assures Amora that her actions have ultimately brought more good than harm and encourages her to forgive herself. A sudden fire engulfs the village chapel, destroying many of its relics and scriptures. The disaster brings the community together in mourning, setting the stage for renewal. As the villagers rebuild the chapel, Amora leads the effort, using the opportunity to foster forgiveness and unity. Even EBUBE lends a hand, though reluctantly. While clearing debris, the villagers discover a hidden artifact, a tablet inscribed with ancient teachings about morality and intention. The discovery reinforces Pastor Eli's evolving perspective on faith. Pastor Eli begins sharing the lessons from the artifact, emphasizing compassion, understanding, and the complexity of moral decisions. The sermons inspire hope and reflection among the villagers. EBUBE, humbled by the events, publicly apologizes to Amora. Though wary, she accepts his apology, signaling the start of his transformation. With the chapel rebuilt and relationships mended, the village enters a period of peace. Amora feels a deep sense of fulfillment, though she knows her journey is far from over. A wandering storyteller visits the village and recounts tales of communities that thrived after overcoming conflicts. Inspired, the villagers invite him to stay and share his wisdom. The village holds a new festival to celebrate their resilience. Amora is honored for her courage and dedication, and Pastor Eli acknowledges that her choices, though imperfect, brought about necessary change. A new challenge arises when a neighboring village accuses one of Amora's friends of theft. Amora must decide whether to defend her friend or investigate the truth, knowing it may reveal painful realities. Amora chooses to trust her friend, advocating for dialogue instead of punishment. Her approach uncovers the true culprit, someone from the neighboring village, and prevents further conflict. As the years pass, Amora becomes a symbol of compassion and wisdom in the village. Her story is passed down as a lesson in balancing truth and love, and the village thrives under the principles she helped instill.